What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 1 of the Millennial Era. My name is Kimo, and I'm your host. I have my co-host here today, Amir, who's going to take it away right now.
Yes, sir. This is Amir here. Basically, the point of the podcast is this is not your grandmother's podcast. We're not here to bullshit you. We're not here to lie. What we are here to do is provide our perspective on the day-to-day millennial bullshit in regards to your life. Whether it's good, bad, doesn't matter. You'll gain some perspective. Special guest here today, real estate tycoon Robert Velez. Here to provide just a little bit of insight into his life of real estate and success. Rob?
What up? Thanks for having me. Extremely excited to be here. Honored to be on the first episode of the Millennial Era.
My man.
And I hope I provide some value to somebody. So let's do this.
Let's jump right into it, right, Kimo? Let's go. Let's start off as you. Let's take it back 6-7 years ago. You're a student, right? Mm-hmm. Did you see any of this?
Absolutely not. I did not know what was coming back in the day. I was introverted, didn't know how to talk to people, didn't really have a vision, didn't have goals, I didn't have nothing, honestly. I mean, that sounds terrible, but at the time I was chilling, you know, I thought I was doing okay.
Of course.
But like, that's what we're here to do, to show you guys that there is more out there. Like,
yeah. I mean, did you have that cute gift from your parents, the package deal, go to high school, finish high school, go to college, get a degree, move away? Was that the gift and bow tie they sent your way?
I had the nice gift of you have to go to college or you're getting shipped out to DR and we are not paying for college either. Oh, well, that was my beautiful gift.
That's one way. That's a stand-up gift.
DR, okay. And your dad has an alcohol shop, right? Liquor store?
He has a liquor store, yeah,
alcohol
so that's kind of like...
liquor store.
You live.
Jesus. Shit. All right.
Yeah, he came here at immigrant. Both parents came here at immigrant. He found my mom.
No college.
Her.
Right. Associates.
Yeah, they got their associate's degree, both in business. Started really, really small with like buying bottles at a time. And then now, of course, he had 2 stores, he owns real estate. And that was like... He was like my main mentor, you know. Mm-hmm. If there was anybody I looked up to, it was definitely him.
So in your blood,
in success.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Amir?
You had the genes, man. Your dad came over. The hustle was instilled in you. You just didn't know it at the time.
Right. But I'm sure you guys can feel it too, because I don't know if you guys, was your parents? They were immigrants?
Both.
No associates, no college though.
No college.
I don't think Dad finished high school. I'm not sure.
No, he did.
Okay.
He did. Mom wanted to be a reporter.
But you see, like, honestly, we don't have the drive they did.
No, my dad started working when he was 11. He was hauling refrigerators on his back 2.5 kilometers down to the shipping docks.
But then again, times are different. Millennial era, it's not like it was back then.
It's different. And that's the perspective we're here to bring today. What happened back in the 1980s, that shit's not flying anywhere near today. By any means.
High school kids,
you see a 12-year-old kid with a refrigerator, you're calling Child Protective Services. Right the fuck away.
It's just not happening. Kids don't want to work minimum wage. Kids are making millions selling shoes. For God's sake.
Anything. Selling merch on
Instagram has completely destroyed people's perspective, I think. Because it destroyed my perspective. I'm over here looking at...
Social media.
Social media in general. Let's do that. Yeah, it's a better way to put it. I mean, I see kids who are reselling shoes, making $1 million businesses. I see people doing Instagram promotions, getting paid $200,000 a post. $200,000 just to post something on your social media is bonkers. Mm-hmm. This Fit Tea stuff. You know, like, that was a huge deal. Even though people know it's bullshit, they're still getting paid $250,000 contract. It's remarkable what it can do for you these days.
So let's tie it back to Amir. Originally knew Rob before me, obviously, because they're the same age. He's 24. He's 24. I'm 22 still. So let's go to when you met Rob. You know, you knew he was going to be successful and how you helped him get to where he is. Well, obviously now.
Well, I didn't know you were going to be successful, to be honest. At the time, you were working what today's standard might consider a dead-end job. You were working at Walmart distribution, 3 days a week, 12-hour days doing back-breaking labor. Am I not right? Mm-hmm. Right. And you were getting paid pretty well, actually, at the time.
Yeah, for the time, for a college student, I was happy.
Yeah, $20 an hour, right?
$20 an hour.
Okay. Yeah. $20 an hour, making $1,000 every other week.
Yeah.
That's not a bad life. With minimal expenses, like, you're moving along. You're getting it done.
You're saving some money. Yeah, no doubt.
But you didn't see that as your end mission. Mm-hmm. Or did you?
I knew there was more. You know, because I had my dad to look at. Like, I knew there was more.
Right.
But I didn't have a path.
You were kind of lost. I think at that point, I kind of saw you drifting away. And I was like, you know what? Like, I was doing commercial real estate, or trying to do it, let me say. I was taking my test. I got halfway done with it. I cheated my way through it, no lie. But I could have finished, but I chose that this was not for me. I was self-aware enough at the time to realize this was not who I was as a person. I think I'm a great salesperson, but I didn't want to do this lifetime.
What was the switching, right? So what was the switching where you're like, I'm not doing this shit. I'm not selling houses. I'm not selling property.
Dude, that must have been pretty hard for you.
What made you feel like, you know what, I'm not doing this shit?
Right.
They go through all that and be like, I'm not doing it.
Because I knew what it would take to be successful in this field. The grind, the hustle, what I would have to do, and I personally didn't like it. I did not want to call people. I did not want to drive a lot, and I wanted to do something that had a different capacity. Just one day I woke up and I knew it wasn't for me, but I knew that it could be an opportunity for you. So that's why I approached you and said, listen, like, I don't know what you're doing. It's not working very well right now. It doesn't have the huge goals that I know you have potential to be. So that's why I said, just join commercial real estate.
You
get
caught
on
that early on, though. You know, next thing you know, you're a fucking deadbeat real estate agent in a job you don't want to do. So it's good that you caught it on.
So I caught it early. I nipped it in the butt.
Yeah.
But then you came on, and I was like, you were like I said, quiet guy. You couldn't talk to scarecrows. And I was like, this kid, I don't know. We're both bad students. You know, we have different abilities. We were both two different people at that time. Mm-hmm. I was like, I don't know if I was setting you up for failure, but I was like, you know what? He's either going to make it or he's not, but he has nothing to lose. So I said, fuck it. And then you got hired, and that's it. You got hired with the company. Walk me through that. What was that beginning stage? How much did you pay to get started?
Probably about $400 to take the course. And then that's it. You pay $50 to take the test. I failed the test the first time.
My guy.
Another $50.
Yeah.
So $500 total. I'm in, and you're licensed. And then you're active. You can start making money. But I didn't.
Yeah.
It took about 3-4 months.
So you saw a first check. It took 4 months.
First check.
What was that first check? Let the people know.
I closed the lease and it made $4,000.
Whew,
$4,000 and I saw $4,000 hit my account. I was like, whoa.
But mind you, you understood in those 4 months, like if you're working Walmart distribution still, you're getting paid weekly. The money's not no longer guaranteed in the real estate. Soon you're going to take some steps back because now this entrepreneur life, you know, building your own career was kind of starting.
Yeah, I had my back against the wall. I quit Walmart, so like there was no other option.
Due to what happened with your dad's store, right?
No other, yeah, exactly.
It got robbed.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to explain that?
Yeah, we got robbed at freaking gunpoint weekend after Thanksgiving. Guy comes in with a gun.
Somebody wasn't thankful, obviously.
Definitely.
Somebody was pissed.
Bro, he was in there maybe 15 seconds, made like $4,000. Like that was.
So at this point, it was
He's
no
cheap.
longer, okay, maybe I could do the liquor store, maybe I could be with my dad. You were really against, you were like, all right, I'm fucked. Like, if I don't do this,
now I'm
succeed
on my
in real
own.
estate, you're done.
Yeah, exactly.
Because this degree is as far as it takes you.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
there's nothing like a wall, you're back to the wall to really have no other way but up.
Mm-hmm.
So you got in,
That's right.
spent $500. Now you're like, all right, you're at a stage now where do I leave Walmart distribution and pursue this full time and take that leap of faith? Did you come to that point? When did you hit that point?
I was literally inside and I was just getting pounded, and I was like, dude, I can't do this anymore.
So you're getting beat up on the job, and you're like, fuck it.
50 grills, like I mean like outdoor grills. You've seen these boxes.
Yeah,
right?
That's some shit.
And yes, exactly.
Yeah.
They want you to stack it up to the top of the trailer. I'm like,
It's not worth it.
At lunch, I went to my boss and I was like, my man, I gotta go. I'm not coming back.
Not for me.
And that's it. My bosses, George, Dan, they were like, do not quit your job. You know, that is not a good idea. I wasn't even
Your boss is
licensed
for real
yet.
estate.
Yeah.
Okay.
They said, don't quit your job. But I did. Put my
You
back
said
against the wall.
fuck average.
And I had to do it.
Fuck
that
average.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it, though. Now, all right, so boom, 4 months, you got a check for $4K,
Mm-hmm.
which to people, $4,000's a nice chunk of cheddar.
Yeah.
If you really look at it.
Break down $250 a week. Not
It's a
bad.
nice little paycheck.
Yeah.
So then you're like, wow. So you get a little taste of it.
Right.
There's blood in the water.
Right.
Now you know you can get it all. So when did you start really grinding 100%, doing everything it could take to reach it? What was your goal for that year?
I had no goals. I did not know what goal setting was back then. I didn't know really anything. Like
You were
the
still
first-
young, right?
Right. Like
Okay.
I wasn't even 21 when
Yeah.
I started yet. So like the first year and a half, I'm just working. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Probably not 100% not efficiently, not doing it correctly, but I was busted my ass.
But you thought you were being the most efficient,
and I would
the
make
most.
little sales. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like
the bills were paid.
Right, and I would first full year I ended up what I was doing at Walmart. So I was like, oh, this is not terrible. I made 30 grand. So this is what I was doing at Walmart, a little more. And then
so it wasn't a mistake.
Wasn't a mistake.
Good.
So over time, so you were kind of transitioning from the Walmart of working hard. Now you have to realize I have to work smarter.
Exactly.
And you don't understand how to transition.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I started some personal development, learning how to sell, learning that there's a science to selling, there's a science to closing a deal, there's a science to everything.
This was your first sales job, right? Did you work for Walmart distribution?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I always had exceptional customer service.
Yeah.
Walmart, Panera, always.
Right.
Had this.
Well, you're friendly, that's why.
Yeah.
So, basically, your greatest investment in your entire life was in yourself.
Yeah.
The more you spent on yourself, the more money you made.
No doubt.
And that's a correlation I think people should learn to grasp. You know, people get down on themselves, but the more time you invest in yourself and the harder you look at yourself, the more you can find your strengths and work on your weaknesses. So you started investing in yourself, and what was that check like a few months after investing in yourself and starting to really learn your craft?
How much was the check?
Yeah, what was that big check?
After 33, that's when I was like, whoa.
Whoa. So you spent, I spent a little money on myself, read a few books, you know, saw some seminars.
33.
So someone's salary. And you made that over how long?
Exactly, and that was very fast.
So like months?
That was very fast. I got the listing, some guy called, and he came in to see it, and one thing I learned, where I would always just let people leave. Someone would come in, see the property, and I'll be like, all right, think about it. Yeah, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like, we're here, where's your offer? Like, give me your offer.
Yeah.
Where's your check? I said, dude, I know you have a checkbook, write me a check, let's do this now. And he did. Done.
33K. Somebody's yearly salary pocketed in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm fucking talking about.
Because I learned. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You didn't blow the money, right? You were young at the time still, yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
21, 22?
21, probably 22.
Most would probably blow the money.
Yeah.
You did?
I don't know.
Saved it?
We did go to Vegas right after.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
We took a few trips. Yeah,
I still
did
know
a few trips. Money.
But you know, like, traveling is important. You know? Do you remember that guy on that vacation we met? The guy who owned that pop business down in Florida? He was talking about investing here and there, making $33 million. That was somebody, a networking connection that could be beneficial in the future for God knows what, but just those networking connections that you find from traveling are always incredible.
That was huge. Like, nobody taught me to talk to people. Like, don't talk to strangers. Fuck that. Like, you gotta talk to everyone because you never know where your next leader, your next opportunity is gonna come from. So that was huge. Talking to people.
Okay. So now let's fast forward. Rob has been in the game for a year and a half, crushing it. Now you're seeing 5-figure checks. And now you're like, what's the goal now? You invested $400 for your license, but you want to make 100 bands. I'm assuming that's everyone's first initial goal is 6 figures, right?
100 bands, $100,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, I actually that was 2017. I easily spent maybe close to $10,000 on myself.
You made first year 30,000.
First year 30.
Second year how much? Did you double it?
100. Because that was my goal.
More than tripled it.
More than tripled it. Crushed it.
Okay.
And talking about investing in yourself, you know, it's funny. There's actually this fact I saw on
How old were you?
on Twitter. 6 figures at what? 22?
So you're fucking rich.
He's crushing it.
6 figures, 22.
Hey, he's doing his thing. Like LeBron. They talk about LeBron playing 15, 16 years at such a peak level when he makes all this money, but he actually spends, they say, $1.5 million on his daily rehab. So in a year, he spends almost $1.5 million on the ice baths, the massage therapist, the acupuncture, all these gizmos and gadgets which allows him to play at such a peak level. So you making that small investment of $8,000 to $10,000 in correlation, pocketed 6 figures. So there has to be some correlation where
there is 100%.
Investing in yourself benefits to yourself in the long run.
For sure. And that's everybody. That's not sales. That's not real estate. Like, whatever you do, there's somebody out there to teach you their mistakes so you don't do them.
Yeah.
It's 2018.
So like
Stop
investing in yourself, essentially, we're finding yourself, right?
Yeah, no doubt.
Because you were still kind of lost, right? So you were kind of like, all right, let me see what I can do with this, let it roll, and now you can say you love your job, right?
I do.
You do. Okay.
I love the grind.
So what's the next move from here? So we're at right now. It's 2018. Okay. We're in October. What's the next move? You crushed 100K. This is last year or the year before?
100K was 2017.
2017. So we're in current 2018. What are we on track to do? You don't gotta say how much. What are we on track to do?
We're on track to do some numbers.
Well over the 100.
Yeah. I mean, past 60 days, I got like freaking 70 in gross commissions.
2 months, $70,000.
But that's fucking work over the years. You know
Obviously,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
It's just, not over the years, over the year that just happens to all close right now.
This is no get rich shit scheme, right?
You know
That's what I'm saying.
But
you put the work
I'm
in.
hoping for a quarter.
Yeah, we're not.
I was shooting for $1 million.
We're not here to sell fake dreams, obviously.
Yeah,
So
right.
we're here to show you that this guy 2 years ago started $400 to sign up for a class, didn't know jack shit about real estate, didn't know how to talk to people, didn't know how to close deals, started, put in the work, put in the time. Fast forward a year, 100 bands, 100,000. Fast forward 2-3 years, and he's looking at closing 250, trying to make a mill, 7 figures. That jump, that just shows that there is an out. And real estate can happen anywhere. Literally, any state, any country, you can do it. You just got to take the time to learn it. You just got to focus.
So progression of looking at just the progression, right? Because you look at people who make $60,000 a year in a job they do, right? They stay with that job. But you look at progression, 21 to turning 24 went up over $150,000. That's crazy to think about.
Yeah.
Yearly.
Yeah.
You know, but then again, this is based on what you sell and how you sell and the work you put in.
Of course.
Right? Because you're doing this work every day.
Yeah,
So,
and it's not just work.
Right.
It's not just work. I see you in here at 2 in the morning sending out letters, making hundreds of phone calls a week. Like, people have to understand the backstory, the background, the behind the scenes is so extensive, which is what people don't see. People don't see you doing all that. You know, you try to let them know through social media that what you do, but like I said, walk us through like this hidden grind, secret sauce recipe you have to.
Every day, like it becomes a lifestyle in the sense that wherever you go, there's an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of bad to say, but everyone you talk to has a little dollar sign on them, or you could say everyone you talk to has a problem you need to solve. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, what time do you wake up in the morning? What time do you go to bed?
I woke up this morning at 6.
Okay. You go to bed? That's not decided. You don't know.
Yeah, late. I go to bed late.
Right.
I go to bed late.
And you know, in the beginning, it has to be 60 hours a week. I mean, real estate's one of those things. I hope you would say that if you want to make crazy money, you got to work crazy hours. You got to work crazy hard. If you want to make every day, pay your bills, live a little comfortably, then you can work those mediocre hours, 25, 40 hours a week. But if you really want to make it, is it relative to that? How much time you put in and what you get out?
Direct correlation, 100%.
That's a good point though, because like you're not working, like Amir's saying, you're not working in a way where you have to work as many hours as you do, put in the work you do. You're doing it because you want to live that type of lifestyle, right?
Yeah.
Some people are content living the life they live, and there's no shame or foul and all that stuff. Like
Right.
whatever you want to live, you live. But you want to reach $1 million, like you said. You know, you're happy. You're trying to get to 250, and when you reach the $1 million, what's next from there? You know what I'm saying? So you're implementing all these goals, and you're doing all this work for a specific reason. It's not like you're like, I just want the money. You love what you do too.
Yeah, no doubt.
And it's not all financial. You know, for some people, they're driven by finances. I know some people who their goal, they just want to help people. You know, they just want to help people. They move to a different country to teach people, say, English. You know, they're not making a lot of money, but genuinely happy from the work they do.
Right.
You know, it's not all finances. It just has to be, you have to be happy at the end of the day.
I understand you have to be happy, but like, I hate when people in my family, you know what I'm saying? They're like, yeah, I want to help all these people.
How? How are you going to do that?
How you gonna do it? It's
Right.
like, we live in an economic planet. You need money. Like, money is the end all be all. If you want to do something and make an impact, you have to have money.
You're hearing it now, guys. Harsh truth from Robvelez.
Yeah.
You need some fucking money.
Yeah.
I mean, I like helping people, but to what extent? What are you as a person going to do? I could go, you know, at a shelter and, you know, volunteer. Or I could volunteer here, but then you're giving up time.
Mm-hmm.
And where's that time giving up? Sometimes you could do it just to be a good person. That's just a normal thing to do. It's no problem. You know, we volunteer sometimes. But now it comes up like, do you really want to help on a larger scale? You see these philanthropists and, you know, Bill Gates and Warren Buffett donating half of their, you know, wealth, which is billions, 30 billion. That's going to make a huge impact. When $60 billion hits the market, unfortunately, when those two pass away, which would be tragic, and we're going to lose two great people of our era, that $60 billion is going to help enormous amounts of people.
I think the problem is, like Amir was saying, is that when people start to do things because they think it'll give them a certain image, like if I were to go volunteer, if I were to donate just so I can look a certain way instead of actually wanting to do it, then in your in how you feel like resolution with yourself, you're not going to be content. You're not really going to be happy or feel any better because you're just doing it for the image. You're doing it for the validation of other people.
Yeah, don't be fake. Don't do that fake.
Yeah, fake. Essentially fake.
That fake shit sucks. I hate corny people when they're doing fake things. I mean, if you buy certain things to look a certain way, that fake it till you make it. I mean, it's smart if you do it smart. If you buy a bunch of expensive things to hang out with expensive people, that's not the most strategic way to fake it till you make it. But
and you're in credit card debt, come on.
No. You want to take care of your finances. You want to do it smart. For you, like I said, if you're gonna fake it till you make it, taking a client on a pretty expensive dinner, that's maybe not in your wheelhouse budget-wise, but in a way that you might be able to secure a deal, that's something I would advise if you want to fake it till you make it.
Yep.
You know, don't go and buy a $6,000 suit, like, for what?
Ideal scenario, faking it till you make it. I started second business, property management, regional shopping center. This guy is worth hundreds of millions of dollars. The owner of the company calls me, and he's like, do you know how to... Like, do you know how to spot if, like, the concrete's messed up or, like, if the the roof needs repair, if this needs repair? And I'm just like, oh, absolutely, dude. Like, I do this every day. I'm a real estate agent, you know what I'm saying?
Bob the Builder.
I don't know a goddamn thing about buildings, structures, and things like that. But, like, you see an opportunity, and you take
But God damn it, you're going to fucking find out by the time
next
time. You're going to be an expert on that shit by the time you
the amount of stuff I'm learning about sprinkler systems and now, like, it's crazy. But you just gotta take that chance.
But you did that. So you took it, you said I know how to do it, he gives you the job, and now not only you do all this real estate mogul enterprise you have, but you now have a side business that's generating substantial income doing the stuff you're already doing. You're Velez Property Management. You go to mega malls, they have, say they have 20 or 30 tenants, and you manage the property. It's stuff you already do as an agent, but now you're getting paid twice to do the same job. Walk us through that.
Walk us through... I'm sorry. What do you want me to walk you through?
So let's say this. All right. So now you have a tenant, right?
Yeah.
What are your day-to-day tasks? What do they call upon you to do exactly?
The property management?
Right.
Oh, dude, it's just solving problems. Is what it is. Just like real estate. Real estate is solving problems, but you're solving people's problems. Now I'm solving.
Do you enjoy one over the other?
Tenant problem. I 150,000% enjoy real estate a lot more than property management. Dude, when I get that call,
you're finding these things out.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know unless you've tried.
Right. But thankfully, I got my freaking amazing chief operating officer, Sky, that runs the property management.
Sky, shout out to Sky.
Yeah, shout out to Sky, because I'm not on the day-to-day.
The hard working. All right, so now, basically, do you have a toolbox? Are you carrying on Toolbox fixing stuff, or are you making phone calls?
Oh, no, I'm the foreman. If something happens, I call the contractor, he comes, fixes it, I send the bill over.
Oh, this is too easy.
It's not that easy in the sense that, like, right now, Verizon has a moldy smell. Like, where is this moldy smell coming from? You know what I'm saying?
That's
and I gotta figure this out.
Is that a thing?
That's Verizon.
I think it's just mold somewhere.
That's what I'm saying. And like they have freaking water coming in from the floor.
Sounds
like,
reasonable.
we got no basement. We got no nothing. Where is this water? So like there's just problems.
Sounds expensive.
Exactly. And it's Verizon. You gotta take care of these people.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
So.
Okay, so moving away from that now. Now we know you're doing well. Congrats on your success. That's critical. To see, when I spoke to you back then in that parking deck and I was like, yo, Rob, like, you should try this. Did I, for a glimpse, see this? No. A part of me, yes, because I see the best in everybody. But what you've achieved in such a short amount of time is mind-blowing. I can't imagine when we're like 10, 15 years down the line, what are you going to be doing? You might be the next Manny Koshman. Who knows?
No doubt.
But now let's give people a taste of like what it really takes. What's the big boy stuff? Now I heard you got hit with a huge listing down in Allentown.
Best listing in Allentown.
So it is the best listing because it is a massive. How big is it?
100,000 square foot building, Center City.
It's like NASA.
Is it rentals or?
It is an office building.
Okay.
Professional Class A office building. Had like a district court in there. Lehigh Valley Hospital is in there. So it's really big. And he just found me because of my grind of attacking Allentown. He was like, I see you're doing a lot in Allentown. I want to interview you.
Okay.
So I was taking a CCIM course, investing in myself, $3,000 course.
Big boy stuff.
Certified commercial investment member. I'm 2 hours away. He calls me.
In
I'm
Philly,
like,
yeah?
I'll be there.
Yeah.
I drive there. I get there at 8 p.m. Meet with him and his dad. I have a listing contract, and I made a Snapchat video. I'm gonna get this listing. Didn't get the listing. And
wow.
That's when Chemo, you wrote me back. You were like, "No, that's the real grind."
I said I did. I sent you a DM. I think.
Yeah. And then here we are. I kept grinding it out. Probably 3-4 months later.
That's the shit. Like you threw away the $3,000 course. You said fuck it because you saw a 6-figure commission check.
Yeah.
If this was your
How
listing.
much is that building? Just I want to hear from the people.
$7 million.
7. So we're talking 7 figures, 7 million.
Yeah.
It's a lot of zeros.
Check when I sell that thing.
Oh boy! Now we're pocketing. Now we're talking big boy salaries.
That's all last year in one deal.
Exactly.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Can you just share that experience? Like I can imagine the return on investment of somebody to take 500 to turn it into 250K. That's remarkable to me. You know, people go to school for 8-9 years. I'm not downplaying school by any means. I think school is crucial. You learn a lot about yourself. You learn a lot about dealing with other people, and you can find your path. But to spend 8 or 9 years, say you're a lawyer, you finally you pass the bar, get your degree, and you're ready to go. You got $350,000 in debt, or say $200,000 in debt, and now you got to try to make $100,000 a year.
Yeah.
Until you pay that off.
Same boat. Yeah.
Same boat.
Student
It's all
loans.
about the people you know.
Yeah, dude.
It really, at the end of the day, it really is. Your degree's only as far as you take it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like you chose business, but like at the end of the day, it applies to your life. But I have a lot of people that don't use their degrees
Like
that are
me.
still really successful.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't really use it, but like you
I
use a
don't
business
use
degree.
it.
Yeah.
I don't use it at all.
Your experience taught you the most.
No doubt.
And that's what I tell people. That's what I truly believe. I mean, I didn't graduate with a business degree, but I found myself to be a pretty successful business operator.
If you were to look back, right? If you're looking back at school, you didn't know you were going to be as successful as you are today, right? Would you have said, "Fuck it, and I went to school"?
100%.
Yeah,
because I wouldn't say that to everybody. I would probably still make my kids go to school, but I'm not a good student. I should not have been in school. I graduated literally just scraping a 2.5.
Skin your teeth.
You know what I'm saying? Like I need a 2.5.
Remarkable.
Yeah, I really think I'm not even gonna say that.
So now, with that being said, do you have something just to give to people about, just to wrap up your entire scope here of what you've been doing and how you came to this point? Finishing line, you'd say.
Okay. Think in abundance. Stop thinking so small. Stop getting so worked up over dumb things, you know what I'm saying? Like know that everything's gonna be okay. Know everything's gonna happen for a reason. Work hard and invest in yourself, invest in your mind. That's what I got.
You heard it here first, guys. 2 years, 3 years, hard work, and go to 0 to hero. I want to thank everyone for tuning in today. I just want to give a shout out. Follow me on Instagram, on Mira's World.
Rob, you want to give your Instagram?
Robvelez.
ROBVELEZ
Yes,
for reference. And then, so a little fact on the Millennial Era, Instagram, YouTube, and Podbean. The Podbean will be up shortly for the next month. YouTube channel's almost done. Also, Millennial Era merch will be hopefully done soon. We'll come up with some designs and then hopefully display them in the next video. And then you guys can kind of give your vote on whether you like it or not, and we'll go from there. But I'd like to thank Amir. I'd like to thank Rob. Thanks for tuning in, and we're excited for the next one.